Lagos launches EcoNexus 2.0 to drive profitable green economy, climate innovation. Nigeria monitors Israel-Iran ceasefire, prepares for possible evacuation. And the Foreign World Health Organization warns of rising deaths from second-hand smoke, urges stronger tobacco control. And in sports, more Super Falcons players due to arrive Morocco camp ahead 2024 WAFCON tournament. And now the details. I am Mike James. The Lagos State government is stepping up its commitment to climate innovation and sustainable development with the official launch of EcoNexus 2.0. The event, held at the J.K. Randall Center for Yoruba Culture and History on Lagos Island, brought together key stakeholders under the theme Towards Greener, Profitable Businesses. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who was represented by Special Advisor on Agriculture, Rotimi Fashola, described the event as a pivotal moment in Lagos's green economy journey. He highlighted successes from the inaugural edition of EcoNexus, particularly the Clean Cook Stove Initiative, which is providing cleaner, safer cooking solutions and generating valuable carbon credits. The governor reaffirmed Lagos's vision to become a continental leader in sustainability, calling on stakeholders to embrace environmentally friendly and socially inclusive growth. Also speaking at the event, Special Advisor on Climate Change and Circular Economy, Titilayo Oshodi, stressed the urgency of bold climate action. The Lagos State House of Assembly has adopted the recommendations of its Joint Committee on Economic Planning and Budget, Energy and Mineral Resources in support of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's request for a solar-powered street lighting initiative. The proposal seeks to replace existing public lighting infrastructure across the state with smart, all-in-one solar street light fittings under an alternative financing arrangement to be executed through an Irrevocable Standing Payment Order (ISPO). Presenting the committee's findings on the floor of the House, Chairman, House Committee on Economic Planning and Budget, Saad Olumo, said relevant commissioners and ministry officials were invited to provide clarity on the project. The committee observed that the transition to solar energy would significantly reduce smoke emissions from diesel-powered streetlights, lower operational and maintenance costs, and align with the state's smart city development agenda. The project is expected to be fully funded by the contractors, with repayment secured via ISPO over a reduced period of 36 months. The committee also urged the Lagos State Electricity Board to ensure equitable distribution of the solar streetlights across all parts of the state. Following the presentation, the House unanimously adopted the recommendations as amended and directed the clerk, Olaliko Onofeko, to transmit a clean copy to Governor Sanwo-Olu for assent. Ahead of the July 12 local government elections, Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has charged All Progressive Congress APC candidates, leaders and stakeholders to work for the ruling party's victory in the council polls. Governor Sanwo-Olu urged all the party members to be united, work together and campaign in all the nooks and crannies of the 57 local council areas to ensure that all the APC chairmanship and councillorship candidates win the local government elections. He made a call during the stakeholders' special engagement with him ahead of the 2025 council elections. The event, held at Lagos House Marina, was attended by members of the Governance Advisory Council, Lagos State Executive Council, party executives, federal and state lawmakers, party candidates, apex leaders, and other stakeholders in the ruling party. Governor Sanwo-Olu said the message of President Bola Tinubu to APC faithful on the forthcoming elections is for the party leaders and members to ensure the party's victory in Lagos. Speaking during the event, Lagos APC Chairman Cornelius Ojelabi said the stakeholders' engagement was organized by Governor Sanwo-Olu to interface with the party's candidates and major stakeholders of the party ahead of the elections. He appealed to party members and stakeholders to support the candidates presented to Governor Sanwo-Olu and work to ensure their victory at the polls. And now now to the rest of the stories. The federal government says it is keeping a close watch on the fragile ceasefire between Iran and Israel while continuing preparations to evacuate Nigerians from the region if violence resumes. The ceasefire announced on Tuesday by U.S. President Donald Trump follows weeks of rising tensions between the two Middle Eastern nations. Last week, Nigerian officials revealed plans to evacuate nearly 1,000 citizens, mostly in Iran, amid fears of further conflict. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the Nigerian embassy in Tehran has completed arrangement to transport evacuees to neighboring Armenia. From there, they would be flown home through the capital, Yerevan. While buses have been secured for the journey, final clearance from Armenian border officials is still pending. In the meantime, the embassy has submitted updated list of evacuees to Iranian authorities to help speed up the process and avoid border delays. The Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetoku, has confirmed the arrest of 26 suspects believed to be behind the recent killings in Yelwata, Benue State. Speaking at a press briefing in Abuja, the IGP revealed that the police are actively pursuing other suspects linked to the deadly attack, which claimed the lives of 47 people. Egbetoku assured Nigerians that the force is not overwhelmed by the violence, emphasizing ongoing efforts to recover illegal firearms and small weapons in circulation. He reiterated the police's commitment to restoring peace and security in the troubled region and across the country. And now to foreign news. The World Health Organization says around 1.3 million people die each year from secondhand smoke exposure. And this is according to its latest report on the Global Tobacco Epidemic 2025, unveiled at the World Conference in Tobacco Control in Dublin. The report calls for urgent action to strengthen tobacco control measures, warning that rising interference from the tobacco industry is threatening progress worldwide. It highlights the WHO's 6-point Empower strategy, which includes monitoring tobacco use, enforcing smoke-free laws, helping users quit, warning about health risks, banning advertising, and increasing tobacco taxes. So far, 79 countries have implemented comprehensive smoke-free laws, covering about 1/3 of the global population. And over to sports news. More Super Falcons players are set to land in Casablanca, Morocco today, ahead of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON, which will kick off on July 5. 7 players, including US-based stars Asisat Oshoala, Michelle Alozie, and Deborah Abiodun, touched down on Casablanca on Tuesday. Also among the early arrivals are Chiwendu Ihezo, Esther Okoronkwo, Falashade Ijamulisi, and new invitee Choma Okafor. The rest of the squad, who played to a goalless draw against Portugal in a friendly match on Monday, are expected to arrive later today from Lisbon. Coach Justin Madugu had 17 players available for the Portugal clash, where reigning African goalkeeper of the year, Chiamaka Nadozie, shone brightly with a series of brilliant saves. The Falcons came closest to scoring late in the game when Francisca Ordega rattled the crossbar from a distance. The team will continue preparations in Morocco, with another high-profile friendly lined up against their eternal rivals, Ghana's Black Queens, on Sunday. And that was our news at 12. Just before we go, maintain adequate distance from the vehicle ahead of you to avoid collision. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X, Traffic Radio 961, Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Listen to Lagos Traffic Radio live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated the Lagos State Employability Support Project to address the labor skill gap and unemployment program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government is stepping up its commitment to climate innovation and sustainable development with the official launch of Eco Nexus 2.0. The federal government said it is keeping a close watch on the fragile ceasefire between Israel and Iran while continuing preparations to evacuate Nigerians from the region if violence resumes. We also told you that the World Health Organization said around 1.3 million people die each year from second-hand smoke exposure. And in sports, more Super Falcons players are set to land in Casablanca, Morocco today, ahead of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON, which will kick off on July 5. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast. This was compiled by Adirayodu Olaya. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good afternoon.